My boyfriend and I are fighting right now. I was like, oh, like you're willing to follow, these random girls that you supposedly know, but you can't even follow like your girlfriend, someone that you're saying that, you want to marry, you want to spend the rest of your life with.
So you have a social media account and your boyfriend is not following you on social media. You guys are practically staying together. He's on social media as well, but he's not following you because he's saying he doesn't want to be seeing comment of men on your posts. And also he doesn't like following people that he's dating on social media. But then he follows other women on social media. What does that mean? Because this lady come online to be like, her boyfriend doesn't follow her on social media, and she feels like she's insane. But then if it feels like she doesn't even know if she's just overreacting or there's something wrong with it. Let me show you all this video, you guys. But I'd like to know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section of why we watch these videos. I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
My boyfriend and I are fighting right now, and I want to talk about it to see if I'm the crazy one. So the other day we were watching TikTok together on my account, and there was this trend coming out that I want to do with him where you record your boyfriend's For You page on TikTok. And nothing came up, like nothing crazy came up for him. Like it was all sports stuff or like science stuff, whatever. But this girl came up on his social media and he was like, oh, like that's my friend, like I know her. And he like followed her immediately, whatever, which is no big deal. I told him like it's okay for you to follow other women or friends, like I don't really care about this stuff. But now the problem that I was having is that him and I have gotten into major fights about this before, where he will not follow me on TikTok or Instagram or any type of social media whatsoever. And I told him during this last argument, I told him that this bothers me because you're willing to follow, these other people, these women, that this girl that he followed, he hasn't talked to her in like 7 years. So I was like, oh, like you're willing to follow, these random girls that you supposedly know, but you can't even follow like your girlfriend, someone that you're saying that, you want to marry, you want to spend the rest of your life with. And to his response, he was just focused on the part that I said, like, oh, these random girls. He was like, oh, they're not random. Like, I know them. They're my coworkers. They're my friends, all that stuff. They're not random. And I was like, okay, well, that's not the problem. Like, the problem is that you don't even follow your significant other. Like, you don't even support your significant other on social media. And he was like, oh, like you just want one extra like, one extra view. Is that the problem? And I was just saying, like, no, that's also not the problem. Like, I'm not saying that you need to follow me. I'm just saying, like, it's weird to me how you will follow these other people, but when it comes to following your girlfriend that you live with, that you always say you want to marry, that you say you want to have kids with, when it comes to following that person, it's a problem. Like it's becoming an issue. And I do want to reiterate, like, it's okay that he doesn't follow me on social media. Like, I'm 100% okay with that. Or I guess I've learned to be okay with that. Because, okay, if you don't want to follow me, I'm not going to force you to do that. I'm not going to force you to support my shit. I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to force you to watch my content. Like, that's completely fine, But the problem that I keep trying to explain to him is, like, you clearly, want to openly support all these other all these other females. What is the problem with your significant other stuff? Why is there an issue when it's brought up? And why are you willing to get rid of all your social media because your significant other is bringing it up? I don't know. That shit's so weird to me, and I don't know if I'm just like overreacting or not. My boyfriend and I are fighting right now, and I want to talk about it to see if I'm the crazy one.
For once, the girl is not the crazy one. The guy is. So long story short, her and her significant other got into it because he doesn't want to follow her on social media. The boyfriend does not want to follow the girlfriend on social media. What do you men be trying to pull off at times? Mind you, I be siding with y'all like 100% of the time, but some of the time I be questioning why did you think that was okay, and or how did you think you was going to be able to pull that off? So mind you, she said she's okay with her man following other girls, but he talking about he's fighting up and down why he can't follow her. Mind you, you should be your girlfriend's number one supporter. Mind you, you should always be liking and swiping up when your girlfriend posts selfies, pictures of that nature. Mind you, I didn't take it as far as commenting. I didn't say nothing about posting. But you should definitely be hyping your girl up on social media. But to sit up here and try to date someone and gaslight them and make them feel like they're crazy because you don't want to follow your significant other on social media, tripping.
I'm not gonna force you to
Yeah.
watch my content. Like, that's completely fine.
No, it's not.
But the problem that I keep trying to explain to him is like, you clearly, want to openly support all these other all these other females. What is the problem with your significant other stuff? Why is there an issue when it's brought up?
I know the answers to the questions that y'all be asking. Let's keep it a bean here. If your man, this is y'all lay in the same bed at night. If he is doing for others what he won't even do for you, it don't take a rocket scientist to tell you what's going on. Cut them like a bad habit. When it comes to this content stuff, bro, I say all the time, look, don't worry about your friends or family or anybody supporting you. You really want to keep it separate to begin with. At least that's how I look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because in the grand scheme of things, strangers are going to support you more than your own friends. But if mans is doing everything that you want him to do for you, but to somebody else's content, sharing, liking, commenting on it, being friends on there, I shouldn't really have to elaborate on what that is, right? That should be common sense. So yeah, stop gaslighting yourself and drop them like a bad habit. It's not okay. It's not okay.
The long-awaited response video. So no, I wasn't rage baiting anybody. I just wanted some validation, some confirmation that I wasn't tripping about what was going on. I wish that what I was saying was fake. Like, some people are asking if it's fake, if it's from Reddit, whatever. I wish it was fake, honestly. I wish that what I was saying wasn't true. I wish that I wasn't going through that small little thing. I understand that some people think it's not a big deal that he's not following me on Instagram, and there's so much more to it. So much more to it. But no, we're in the process of breaking up. We are breaking the lease. And even though I know that it's the right decision, it really sucks. It really does. And you know what's so crazy? This whole situation started because I started receiving PR packages. I got a PR package from Mint Mobile, and I was telling him about it, and he was just like, I could never do that. I could never take social media as serious as you, or I could never be so engulfed in trends like you. And that hurt my feelings because, one, I was just doing social media like a hobby. I don't really take it that serious. It was a creative outlet for me, I guess. I don't have a lot of hobbies. And social media was something that I was starting to enjoy. And he was belittling it often. He didn't see it as support. He didn't see it as what I saw it for. Because it wasn't just about the follow or the like or him seeing my content. It was the principle. It wasn't about him following other women. Like, that's why I was saying I was okay if he followed other women, because I didn't care. It was just about the principle of him not wanting to follow me, the person that he claims to love. So no, it wasn't about just TikTok and Instagram. And some people ask me, like, well, why didn't he want to follow you? Like, what was his reason? And when I asked him, his reason was that he didn't want to see comments from other men on my videos. He didn't want to see that because he said that with his temper, he'll start a fight. But it wasn't always that way, because when we first started dating, he did follow me. He had me on his bio and all that stuff. But when we would fight, he would go and unfollow me and block me and make sure I unfollow him and take my stuff off his bio and all that stuff. So it was like a cycle, and it just stuck. Like, he just never followed me back after getting, I guess, back together after things were fine. So for months I just left it alone because there was just so much we were fighting about all the time. So social media was one of those things where I was like, I don't even want to fight about it. I have so many other things to worry about, so many other things that we're fighting about. But when he followed his coworker that he hasn't spoken to in years, that's where I was just like, you know what? This is bothering me a lot. And there were some things that led up to the argument that made me feel very insecure, because he has been talking about his female coworkers more often. He's been making plans with them more often. He's been talking to them more often. Supposedly a lot of them are going through divorces or breakups, and he's been the person for comfort. And that made me upset because he never comforted me. I used to tell him, like, how come, like, you can make me so upset to the point where I'm crying, you know, bawling my eyes out, and you can look at me just so, like, stone cold, not a care in the world. But when these other people are crying to you about problems that aren't yours, you want to comfort them so much. And I know it's stupid to be crying on the internet over shit like this, which is why I took out the other post that I did in regards to all of this, because I don't want to be known as the girl that's crying on the internet over her boyfriend issues. I don't. But I feel so alone. I really do. Like, I don't have very many friends. Like I've said in other videos, my sister and I aren't close, so I don't have a lot of people to talk to, and that's what I was using TikTok for, just a creative outlet to express myself, because I feel very alone all the time. Like, I moved to San Diego to be with him because he got transferred out here for work, and I don't know anybody out here. Like, I'm all alone out here. My family is like 3 hours away. My only friend is 4 hours away. But I don't want to burden her with my stuff either. Like, I can tell when I talk about it, they just get so tired of the shit that I say. So I turned to the internet. And it got millions of views. And some people were really nice, don't get me wrong. Some people were so nice. But some people were so mean. Like I always say, you can't really tell that you're in an abusive situation until afterwards. With the hindsight bias, you can't tell when you're living in it. And like I said in other videos, there's just so much I didn't talk about. Like, that was just one instance, and everyone's already losing their mind. But yeah, all this to say, no, the video wasn't fake. The situation that happened wasn't fake. It wasn't rage bait. I wish it was. It wasn't just for views. It was just simply me, someone with only 500 followers, wanting to make a rant. I just wanted a rant. I just wanted to vent about shit, and I wanted to seek validation, I guess, on whether I was overreacting or not, because I could have been, you know, but I guess in that situation I wasn't.
Now I guess why he doesn't want to follow her. He doesn't want to follow her because probably of the recent attention she's getting from her page. She's not getting PR packages. Definitely brands are seeing her as little followers that she has already. And he knows that that is where she gets comfort. So he's not going to follow her there because he does not want to. I remember a video of this lady that said her boyfriend doesn't want to support her social media career and all of that. Is like, why should I support you? There's nothing special about you. Exactly what this one is trying to do to her. Why should I follow you on social media? I can follow other women on social media, but I'm not going to follow you on social media because I just don't want to. Making her feel like she's crazy for wanting them to follow each other on social media. Why are you not following your woman on social media, but you can follow other women on social media? I feel like if things continue like this, it's definitely going to tell her that, you know what, you need to stay off social media, since social media is the one causing our issue these days. These are the kind of men that will tell you to stay off social media, knowing quite alright that you're making money on the social media. They'll tell you to go look for another kind of job, or don't worry, you can stay at home and be a stay at home girlfriend. I'll pay the bills, stay off social media. I'll just stop posting on social media because it doesn't make sense to them. Ladies, when you're in a relationship with a man, do not make him your all in all. Don't make him your best friend. Don't make him just date him. You still have your best friend, have your friends around her, meet people, right? Because if you feel like, oh, I have a boyfriend and he's the only one I know in this area, then you don't want to get to know anybody, or you don't want to interact with anybody. You just want to cut off all your friends because they're staying away or something. I just think probably the relationship is going smoothly now. Is your friend, is your confidant, is everything, is like elder brother, is like everything you ever wanted. Later on the relationship, you will need somebody to talk to. You will need somebody later on in the relationship, and because you already know that you don't have any other person, is going to use that against you. That's what these men do. Once they see that, I get you, I take you away from your family, I take you away from your friends, and you're not even making any friends wherever you are, and this only place that you're trying to make friends, which is online, is even trying to make you feel bad about the whole thing. I feel like they do it purposely so that you're going to still come back to meet them because they are the only one that is your friend. They are the only one you know. So they will do it intentionally just for you to always come back to them, and they know that you got nobody. You only got them. So you always want, or you always need them at that point in time. So if you're in a relationship with a man, make sure it's not your all in all. Don't say, oh, my man is my best friend. I don't need any other best friend. My man is my this, my man is no. Have your friend, meet people. Don't forget yourself. Like, do things for yourself while you're staying in a relationship with a man. It does not stop you from still being in a relationship with a man if you have other friends, or even still be communicating with your friends regularly. Communicating with your friends regularly, even while you're in a relationship with a man, don't stop that bond you have with your friends, especially the ones that you knew before you met him, if that makes sense. I kind of feel bad for her because now she's going through all of this alone and there's nobody there to help her. And yes, she needs to leave that relationship because I feel like it's going to get worse. I feel like it's going to get worse. I feel like the guy has some hidden thing that is going to start showing up because why you not following your girl on social media and you're making it look like it's not a big deal, but then you're following other women on social media? Why won't you support her knowing that she's doing it for? Anyway, you guys, what is your take on this? Let me know your thought down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, Sugar Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one, guys.